toss, you want to step in and get into it. Pull your hip in. So his first step off is just gone. Basically, I don't even really want him to leave this position here. As he comes off, he should just next and then just gone. Okay? So especially when you guys, like us smaller guys, hip tossing a bigger guy, which is going to be quite often, step in so we camouflage that. Okay? It doesn't have to be so exposing of. Then when you guys are in the 20-foot ring, it's even bigger, you know. And then when you're in the fucking shorter ring, you'll realize like how much smaller it is, because when you go to do that, you know, you're all the way at the other side of the fucking ring. Everything's good. So the charge in was perfect for the arm drag. I feel like everyone's like hooking tight on the initial like contact for the arm drag, and you're like coming in tight with the guy as he goes over. Okay, and it's like dragging you from center to off center. Okay, so like the way I was taught how to give an arm drag is just to lie down. So that helps because that will put a little bit more space between each other, and there won't be like any head collisions. That's why I was told to do it that way. Plus, I can come in nice and deep here, and I just switch my hips as the guy goes over. So I'm away from you, like I'm falling down and you're going up. So there's no collision of heads or shoulders or that awkward like bump and then fall over together. You know what I mean? So like you charged in long and lengthy and went straight over, but then like I felt like you hooked too tight. So and then you guys scooted way over here. But you were here, but then you ended there, you know, because of that. Okay? So like a lot of times, you don't have to take the arm drag, but come in for it. Like, see, I want to be out of your way. Like, I want to go over your hips. You see what I'm saying? So when you go over, boom, land, I'm like far away and it's long. The getting up part of that, you gotta keep your arm straight as a board. Yeah, as straight as possible. That way, you guys don't do the double hammer lock to each other type thing, okay? So do the, go into the arm drag, take the arm drag, and then get out from the arm bar, or from the arm drag. But straighten that arm out, and then work with it. Once you feel him start to go, if you adjust slightly, as he comes up, you'll be right with it, you know what I mean? So arm drag, no, arm drag, yeah. I will say this, like when you're doing hold to hold, you're doing the selling, have to sell everything when you don't have to. Okay. Like when we're locking up, we'll take my wrist, boom, take my wrist. You're like, already. Yeah. Just when he does it should hurt for that moment. Then the rest of the time you don't have to have a selling face. Because you're stressing, struggling. And when you stress it, all you know is do something like this. It looks hard, right? And that's not it. It's when something happens. That hurt. This, we're not, everyone understands that we're just holding on to each other. It's not a big deal. This hurts for that 1 second. That way they're stuck. Yeah, so they're stuck to change gears even in that moment. Okay. Don't be this Because then later when we have a figure 4 on you, you've had that fucking face on since you locked up. You see what I'm saying? So you've like worn that out already. Just register what is happening at that moment. As he cranks, that hurts. If you're a heel, you should just be angry about it. If you're a baby face, you're looking for a way out. You know what I mean? Stress that. So go into the arm drag and then just getting up from the arm drag. There you go. Good. Good. All right. What? Yeah. All right. Stay in for last one, right? Okay, stop. See, so now you have the hurt face. Are you, at this point, like, try to be more, just worry about wrestling. Okay. So, okay? And that's just a common, like, thing, because, like you guys think emphasis on, that's the exact same thing. It's probably worse, when you get to that next level, it's worse than stomping because someone's going to go, what's hurting you so bad? You look like you were in pain, and he's in the wrist lock. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Just, it's a hard habit. Look, these are all hard habits to break, the small ones. Because the problem is like, as you guys have done them, you're not really thinking about them, right? Now you got some asshole telling you like, hey, don't stomp. Hey, don't make this stupid face. You know, make less stupid things. You know, and it's difficult. Just worry about you're trying to out wrestle them. You're trying to, you know, you want to talk with more body language when you're in this position, without the stomping, right? We want a lot of shoulder action. A lot of like trying to think like, what am I going to do next type thing, okay?
A tip that I actually do, like, I breathe.
Yeah, anything.
It makes it seem like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, just get away from your, I know what you're trying to do, you're doing it wrong. And it's not easy to kick. Like, just because I told you right now, it's not going to become habit until 6 months from now. But just think about it, and when you're in there, find out what feels right for you, or what your character would do in this particular situation. If you're a mouthy character, like we got a clown here, we would, you know, say something stupid. So whatever your character would do. So people will tell you like, don't step so much, step more. But like when you guys are doing the hold, you guys stay like in one spot. You know, you guys can try to be more fluid with it. Just because you know, like the idea is to have a lot of feeling out in between this type of like stuff, like chain wrestling, right? Because that's what's gonna make it look more like more realistic, more of a struggle, right? Not so much like A, B, C, you know, and go through just the moves because you're trying to do moves. Change it up. This is why you guys are supposed to talk with squeezing here, okay? If I take this guy's arm and I'm doing this number, maybe I want to, maybe people are like, break it, you know? So I go into like, you know, something like this, you know what I mean? And he's still not going down, which he should, you know. boom. You know, now I'm done with it, so now I'm like, yeah, I got it. See what I'm saying? But like, see how we're kind of like dipping and diving around in circles, you know, it's giving everybody. You guys just did right here and then went into the spot, okay? Just be more relaxed, you know, a lot. This is all about camouflaging the moves, right? So we have the ideas laid out, but then you do a bunch of bullshit in between. And that's why I'm saying do whatever you normally would do, you know, in your match. Everybody ran this, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can't stress it enough. Everyone can step up more on this hip toss thing, okay? Because like he took an awesome bump and it felt like he was like 1 second before you kicked, okay? The chain wrestling can try to be a little more. I'm a big fan of like dirtying it up, making it a little more. Doesn't have to be more stiff or nothing, but. It just looks like you guys were like your turn and then my turn, and then it looked like you were gonna go for something like kind of cool, and then you didn't know how to get out. And does everyone know how to escape the hammer lock? Like with dip the elbow. Like the guy has you in a hammer lock. This is the break, right? So it looked like you were going for something, and then you just kind of like casually. So like, what's stopping him from holding on to it? Like he holds on, right? And it helps you drop that shoulder and get underneath. Okay? So like, just keep those small things in your head. I think that's an hour. Huh?
Oh, sorry. I said, does that mean it's lunchtime?
There you go.
No, somebody said what?
All right. So, on this, like, when you guys go and make spots, right, it's about trying to put more stuff in between them and kind of not making it so much that it's like these moves. And then when you guys aren't doing the moves, right, like you don't know what to do. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm saying, like, be dirty enough. If you're doing some stuff, stay on the guy, and you guys got to communicate with each other, which everyone here is like calling this stuff they're supposed to. Same thing when you guys are wrestling. Like, if I take this guy's arm and he's getting over, I don't want to give him the stuff right away. I want them to wait. If he's that over, then I'll make him wait. But if he just jumps into it without me being ready, then there, you know, could have took something away, right? So when you're here and you guys like do stuff, you know, like yeah, come here, you know, make it a little like boom, you know, and now the crowd's at their peak for him. So let's give them what they want to see, you know, and then boom, and then he can go into his stuff. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like you guys should plant that seed, even as something small and ridiculous as a wrist lock, right? Because you never know how the crowd's gonna react when you guys are calling in the back. You could have a spot where it's gonna boom, 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 and then cut you down real short, but this crowd could be super hot for them, right? So if you guys are already over, don't do anything. Just sit on it, right? Everybody remembers Hogan Rock, right? At WrestleMania. They didn't do shit. You see what I'm saying? But they just knew it. They had them already. There was no need to do anything. But that's exactly what I'm saying about this type of stuff. You know, just because you have a wrist lock, you know, it could be anything. You know, if you feel him that hot for him, before I'm going to get him up and going and I'm going to take a spill, oh, wait, you know what I mean? I'll piss them off a little bit more, and then go, okay? So that's the purpose of this type of stuff. I do want to do some covers and stuff, since some people are a little bit not so hot on those, but trying to think of things. Does anybody have something they want?
We used to do a pin drill here every so often. Where like, it's like a bunch of feet, so you tackle and go for a pin. And everybody comes in, next person.
Oh, yeah.
Kick out.
Okay, let's do the single leg, since we all have to work on that. And single leg work.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything? I do want to do the single leg again. So anybody else have anything in particular you guys want to work on, or?